Well, I mean, I think getting her safely off the base would be part of the process of blowing the whistle. I mean, what is she supposed to like send out an email or something from within the base? I mean, like you would have to get her up. That seems like a mandatory condition one way or the other. I like black sites like this usually don't exactly have access to outside networks, you know? Usually something of a self-contained server, if anything.
Detention silo is secure. Lockdown is...
Okay. Yay, not reproducible. Those are always the worst bugs. Reproducible ones. Actually, no, they're usually the funnest bugs. Oh, come on. Okay. Should I systematically go around and take them out? Wish I'd picked up that trank rifle. It'd really come in handy here. I never use the trank rifle. I never use the trank rifle very much when playing this, but I don't know, man. I'm playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5, and boy howdy, does that have a fucking tranquilizer rifle in that game. That's always the downside, though, is like there's always this wealth of like weapons that you can use for lethal means. Like there's no end to the amount of toys you can play with when you're going, you know, when you're going killer. All killer, no filler. But when you're being non-lethal, it's really like 2 or 3 weapons. Like there's only 2 or 3 non-lethal weapons in the game.
Killed a lot of good men.
Like trying to be oh no. The animation fucked up a little bit. Like trying to be non-lethal always is a little bit more boring. So there's the countdown. We have 10 minutes. I like how they can like put a definable number on exactly how long it's going to take for these people to suffocate from poison gas. They know exactly how long it's going to take. It will take exactly 10 minutes for this poisonous gas to kill the people in these cells. This is verifiable. They're trying to kill us. Oh man, I should have done that. There we go. There, that clears everything. That would have solved that problem. What are you shooting at? I'm invisible. That's not fair. I am invisible. You cannot see me. You're deluding yourself if you think you can see me, good sir. Haha.
Lost him! Come on out! Hostile, on the run!
That could have gone poorly. I'm less concerned with the not triggering an alarm since, as you can see, a bit beyond that at the moment. As I am with just not getting shot and killed. So yeah, here's the moral choice I was talking about, where you have to choose.
The prisoners, or whistleblower. You can't save both.
What? The hacker from the ship. You've been listening this whole time?
Like Zetka said, everything's connected. Right now, gas is set to disperse evenly between the prison and the lab. All you can do in here It's a redirect flow out of one area into the other. Do nothing. Everybody dies. Do something.
Somebody dies faster.
Precisely. But if you want to bring down Bell Tower, the choice is clear.
So, what do you value more? The million that is a statistic? Or, like, the needs of the many versus the needs of the few, basically. Save one person who can bring down this entire operation, or let her die, and the secret of this place will, like, sink away into the shadows and no one will ever know, but you'll be saving dozens of people. You go ahead and contemplate what you would choose in that scenario while I go ahead and fucking cheat and save everyone, because I don't believe in a no-win scenario, motherfucker. I'm fucking Captain Kirk in this bitch. No such thing as only two options. This ain't the Johnny Carson show. This is the motherfucking Deus Ex.
The toxicity level is dropping. You found a way to save everyone, Bratan. You'll still need to unlock the submersibles while Whistleblower can go free. Use the touchscreen in the command tower. It'll also let you back inside the base.
And why would I want to go there?
Use your head, Tuvok. The last thing standing between you and Megan Reed is Burke.
So there you go. There's your third option. The needs of the many or the needs of the few. How about I save everyone because I'm a fucking superhero up in this bitch, and none of you got nothing to say about it.
Kavanaugh, I've unlocked the hatch and I'm transmitting the coordinates to a rendezvous site.
Oh, thank God. I thought when the code yellow started.
It's over. Just make sure Interpol gets that evidence. I'm going after Burke. Jensen out.
Oh man, I thought I was breathing in 3 minutes worth of deadly toxinous gases. If you had let me wait for another 5 minutes, I would have been in trouble. 10 minutes is a long time. I mean, sure, you gotta get through all these guards. That's one thing. But, like, 10 minutes, that's plenty of time, even without any augmentations, to get down there and, like, I mean, it's still relatively out of the way, of course. What was I getting here? This, okay. I mean, if you don't know it's there, you're not gonna know it's there, and thus won't be able to use it. But if you, explore or look it up and know that it's there, then 10 minutes is more than enough time to get things done. But still, I appreciate the, like the binary moral choice in video games. Although, to be fair, that's a good binary moral choice because neither one is good or bad, neither one is right or wrong. It's more about, like, your personal values. Like, your own philosophy, the needs of the many or the needs of the few, basically. It's not like, Renegade or Paragon, it's which do you value?
You came back. You stopped the gas, didn't you? I was sure we were all dead. You saved us all. You saved me. I thought you'd abandoned me. Thank you.
So yeah, there's that payoff to that annoying character.
You saved me.
Honestly, it's almost worth letting the dozens of prisoners die just to let her die, because fuck that bitch. And the unspoken promise here is that, they'll be saved now that we're, this facility is more or less done with. But yeah, like, even though that's more of an interesting moral choice, it's not Renegade or Paragon, it's not good or bad, it's just, you know, two
Biometric data.
two not perfect options. I do appreciate that they do have that hidden third choice to save everyone available. You know?
Corporal Tyler? Or should I say Adam Jensen? That's right. I know who you are now. Geithner wasn't quite as good at hiding her tracks as she thought she was. You're clever, I'll give you that. Most men aren't capable of seeing beyond the choice in front of them. But whatever you think you've done, it's of no consequence. Helping that fool Kavanaugh escape, saving the lives of a few worthless civilians, it won't change anything. All you've done is make yourself a target. The Reed woman, this Megan you've been searching for, she's not here. And the only thing standing between you and the ship that could take you to her is me. I underestimated you back on the ship. I won't be doing it again.
So, I've made myself a target, have I? Take your best shot, motherfucker. Better make sure you don't fucking miss.
You there?
Quinn? Where are you?
Getting me arse out of Dodge. Burke's had enough, and he's gunning for you. And I don't intend on being caught in the bloody crossfire. But listen, that trick you pulled with the gas, fucking brilliant work that was. Head to me shop. I left you a thing or two so you can give him hell. I'd like to say we'd meet again over a pint sometime, but, well, Godspeed, mate.
I think you're laying on the Irish factor a little bit too thick there, buddy. So yeah, like I said, this area repops. A lot of fun ways to get around, though, because of all the duct work. The duct work you can get through here. Although me...
See that? The door open, but no one
Such
can
a
get through.
formidable opponent. You surprise me. No reports from my man on your whereabouts.
The dialogue there for... where he's like, oh, most people can't see beyond the choice in front of them. Obviously, that has a lot of different variations depending on whether or not, like, you save them all, or if you, let one die, or chose the other option, or you can also, the unspoken fourth option there is to let everyone die and save nobody. Which you can totally do if you want. I've never done it because that seems retarded. But if you want to, you can totally do that, and that will change the dialogue. Like, they accounted for the fact that some players might say, fuck it, everyone dies.
See results. In time, the gains we've made will obscure our methods. You only need to look as far as your precious Dr. Reed to realize that.
Yeah, I think one method this narrative kind of fails at is, like, Jensen's entire goal is saving Megan and getting to Megan Reed. Like, that's his life fucking goal. But we as players do not give a shit about fucking Megan Reed. In fact, a lot of players hated Megan Reed for good reason. She's kind of fucked up and evil. Like, she stole your DNA without telling you, without your permission, and used it.
Jensen. Now, I know about Geithner, of course, but I suspect someone else is handling the mix.
And like, A, that's already pretty bad. You're really not supposed to do that. And used it to further her research. And in, like, everyone who was in on what her research was like, yo, that's some crazy shit, yo. And she didn't, and that opened up Jensen to be a target, because it doesn't take much, you know, conniving to match up her research notes against Jensen's medical history and come to some fucking conclusions. Which I'm pretty sure at least one person did.
You're gonna cause me so much trouble. I would have never given in to my curiosity like you.
Blah blah blah, enough with your monologuing. I'm gonna try and ghost this without, like, knocking anyone out. It's a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of doing, though. Good thing I, like, bothered to get the, invisibility thing here. And I gotta make my way down to Quinn's before I go confront the dude. Oh, good lord. It's fine. It's all good. It's okay. It's all good. You get a smiley face for showing your good side. We're going worldwide.
Here will make a difference. You know, Jensen. You know how human nature is.
Blah blah blah. He starts monologuing. Fuck it. Oh, I thought that would have gotten the whole group. Anyway, yeah, Megan Reed's a bitch. Oh, shit. And, like, the fact that she's a bitch never really gets acknowledged by Jensen. Like, he still cares about her. Like, he's still, like... There's a scene later where things kind of come to a head, but, like, all things considered, she is guilty of some pretty bad things, and will go on to do worse things as it happens. Gonna try and make my way. I've already fucked up quite a bit, but whatever. Need to make my way down to Quinn's first and foremost. Because I want his juicy treats. There we go. And she never really gets her comeuppance, and Jensen never really wisens up. I hope that's something that they fix in Mankind Divided. Like, it's just really frustrating having, like, the main character's driving motivation being so completely removed from what most players are going to be feeling. Like, most players, either don't give a shit about Megan Reed, or actively hate her. Again, with good reason for doing so. No reason to collect any of this stuff, because we're not going to use it, and we can't sell it. So literally no reason to pick any of this shit up. Like, Quinn's gone, so that's the last shop in the entire game. Money is officially worthless at this point.
I hope you have the chance to fully realize the utility of your actions before my men put an end to you.
Access
You've
granted.
earned that respect from me, at least.
Okay. Are we secure? Of course. X-ray, exactly what you said it would be. And the Israeli, she didn't make it. Unfortunate. Although I suppose that simplifies things for us. What of our new friend? Still alive. They're onto us. I'm doing my best. Good. His survival is of auxiliary concern. Trying to get yourself killed. That'll be difficult with Burke still in the picture. Well, you know what needs to be done. Package is confirmed for immediate send and retrieval. Q.
HQ thought Kaito would be a good little soldier, but they never are they?
Adam Jensen. No record of birth or biological parents. Adopted age 5. Remember, White Helix Labs, I was right about that. Associate, we already know that story. The story of Jensen's background as a test tube baby. I explained that, but by this point in the story, we know that. Associate's degree. 4-year romantic relationship. You already know the rest, so fast forward to now. Look at this. He is obviously motivated, though perhaps too consumed by his desire to find this Reed woman. For now, it may prove advantageous we are careful. I like how... I love when they acknowledge their writing. Like, again, this was made after the main game, so it feels to me like they're like, yeah, you know... like I said, I hope in Mankind Divided they have something to kind of give a little bit of payoff to what Megan Reed, to the Megan Reed factor. Let's just go ahead and put it like that. The Megan Reed factor of Jensen, like, being entirely motivated by wanting to find Megan Reed for positive reasons, when the only thing I want to do with Megan Reed is fucking strangle that bitch. That's fair. That's not even the room that I have to go in. I have to go through there to get to here. We haven't been here yet. This is our final destination. So I'm gonna try... I forget how, but there's a way... Yeah. Upstairs to, like, just really circumvent all the nonsense of all the guards. Oh, I've never gotten those. How do you get down there? Like, we can just go up over all their heads here.
In some ways, the two of us are probably quite similar. But I question your foresight,
oh,
your courage.
Jesus Christ.
Decisions.
All these snipers. I really want this guy to shut the fuck up. His stupid monologuing is so annoying. Let's go ahead and bank in the rest of these batteries here, because they'll make our little jaunts of invisibility a little bit easier.
I want him found. Understood.
I want him found! Understood. If you get the right upgrades, you can, like, get invisibility and then completely silence the sounds of your footsteps and just, like, sprint through entire areas completely silently.
Did you hear footsteps?
And completely unnoticed, which is really funny and fun to do. Although it drains your battery like a motherfucker. Most people, you know, get by just on the one battery.
I know you've judged me, Jensen. I brought you.
Shut up, dude. You're not a good enough character. Like, this guy is such, like, a two-dimensional how. Who? Fuck you. Like, this guy's such a two-dimensional villain that he hasn't earned this, like... The one, like, the only guards in the history of video games who know how to look up these guys. I don't think the stealth in this game was really designed around the, like, elevation. Not like Dishonored, which is completely based around moving up above enemies' heads so that they can't see you. Yeah, like, this guy, like, he's been a completely one-dimensional, generic, mustache-twirling bad guy, and now he thinks he merits this monologue about his motives and, like, we're not so different, you and I. Shut the fuck up.
Well, you made it. I'm torn between admiration and pity. You've condemned me for my actions, Jensen. But look at the lengths you've gone to find one woman. Wasted potential. Although from what I've heard, I suspect you'll still be of use to me dead.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's book it.
Man so gifted, be so blind.
Fuck this and fuck all of you. I think there's an achievement for getting through this completely undetected, but I think it's a little bit too late for that. I think I screwed up back there, but... And again, you can do this completely without augmentations.
But I see now you would never make a good soldier.
Oh my fucking god. Everything is awful. Everything is shit when you're not part of a team. This is the worst thing. How could this have happened? I am sad. Yeah, that's dumb. I triggered the invisibility before opening the door, but I think I was automatically decloaked after that little cutscene. Like, you gotta be kind of on top of it, like, immediately to get behind cover before you get spotted the instant you walk in there.
Well, you made it.
Oh, you can't skip this?
I'm told
So this, like, is the apology boss fight.
condemned me for my actions, Jensen.
Like,
But look at the lengths
oh, look at how shitty those boss fights in the main game were, where you're just locked in a room with a bullet
Although from what I've
sponge.
heard, I suspect you'll still be of use to me dead. There's no way off this place except through me, Jensen.
So now instead, it's kind of a, I wouldn't say generic, but it's like a, you know, it's sort of like the gang fight bosses in the Batman games, where like, it's like you're fighting Two-Face, and he throws down a bunch of goons that you gotta wade through and then fight him. Like, he's just a dude, so you just gotta get through all of his men in order to get up to him so you can punch him in the face. Because, like, he's not a super soldier super guy. He's just a guy.
I'm curious. How far do you think Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be surprised, Jensen.
Yeah, and hopefully that is something that they kind of correct for Mankind Divided, is giving him a better motivation. Because I think it would be, like, based on what I know, I think he's, like, he's working for the Illuminati, but he's also working as a double agent to try and take down the Illuminati from the inside. Like, that, like, I don't know, I'm just going off of, like, a preview video from, like, a couple years ago,
Be so blind.
based on what I'm remembering. Because Jensen's actually a really pretty fun character.
Your altruism blinded you. You could have been an asset to the project. I could have used you.
Blah, blah, blah. You are done. Boss fight over. I like how the robot automatically blows up the instant I knock him out. And see, he's using just a generic machine gun. And if we had not taken his revolver from his office, he would be using that instead. Garrett Savage. Not really sure what to do from here. Like, gotta get out of this room, but I thought something was supposed to trigger. Because the guy up on the roof is still there. That robot blew up for no reason, which is pretty funny. But we're still dealing with all these goons. Scoozy. Scoozy. Scoozy, everybody. Scoozy. Let's go ahead and walk it. Better to get out of here faster. I like the idea of Jensen walking around just shoving candy bars into his mouth while invisible. Do I need to knock all of these dudes out? What's happening here? I thought, like, the instant you knock Burke out, like, it's sort of supposed to trigger something. I'm not entirely sure what the deal here is. Like, I'm sort of trapped in this room now. Am I supposed to press a button or something? Let's see here. I don't have any objective markers. I'm not supposed to kill him. I can, but that's not the thing you have to do. What's going on? Oh, and all of the enemies in this room. Okay. I don't see why that's a thing. I don't remember that being a thing. I'm chewing through a lot of candy bars here. Yeah, I don't remember that being a thing. I thought you just had to take down Burke, because it's kind of hard to do all the guys in this room if you're unaugmented. But I guess that's what we gotta do for now, for some reason.
I've got a possible visual.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, you didn't see me. God damn it. For fuck's sake. Stop. Oh, you fucking asshole. What a douche knuckle we got here. Look at this douche knuckle, everybody. What a bunch of cocksuckers. Ruining my flawless Foxeh run. Oh, god damn fucking asshole. Who are you talking to? You don't even see me. Let's just pop a gas grenade here. Yeah, that's annoying. I don't remember it being that. I don't remember it being a... Where are you? I don't remember it being a shoot all of the guys in the room kind of deal. But whatever. That seems... Yeah, anyway. Wasn't too hard.
It sounds like your struggles are almost over, Bratan. Is Burke dead?
I'm standing, he's not. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, you don't make things easy, do you? Still, with Burke out of the picture even briefly, there's a power vacuum I can use. Return to loading bay 2. The doors between here and the docking platform will be open for you.
Last time I passed through there, Burke's men were still waiting for me.
Not anymore. Burke has just ordered them away.
Great. Except I came here looking for Megan Reed, Bratan. I can't leave without knowing.
There is a boat heading toward the location as we speak. If you hurry, it can be on it.
Again, a little disappointing considering this was released after the game came out. And it's still being like, oh, my Megan Reed. Although, again, there is a little bit of self-awareness there where they're like, wow, like, you did all this because my Megan Reed? You're a fucking piece of shit, Jensen. And stuff like that. But anyway, remember that guy's accent? Remember
Quinn?
I'm afraid our good friend Quinn met with an unfortunate incident during all the commotion and is no longer with us.
Your voice. It was you this whole time. Who are you?
For the moment, I am between identities. I apologize for the duplicity, but it was a necessary precaution. You had to be kept in the dark.
And Keitner? Did she know?
Commander Keitner's perception was much like yours. Shrouded. She saw what she needed to see, and was told what she needed to hear in order for me to complete the mission.
So we were both pawns. Except she's dead and I'm not. So where does that leave me in your grand design?
We're all pawns in someone else's grand design, Mr. Jensen. But that doesn't make Nathania's death any less tragic. Your actions ensured her sacrifice was not made in vain, however. Dr. Kavanagh made it out safely, and is on her way to the rendezvous site. She will expose the truth in due time.
And the prisoners?
Ah, yes. The prisoners. With Kavanagh out, it's only a matter of time before this base makes international headlines. Until that time, however, I cannot say what Bell Tower will do next. I only know that a cornered and desperate bull is a very dangerous beast. We mustn't stay here much longer, Mr. Jensen, if we hope to get you away from this base.
I still have questions, Quinn, and I want answers. Real answers, no more bullshit.
You really want to waste time chatting, Bratan? Fine. I will answer what I can, but keep in mind you have a boat to catch.
Bell Tower probably has a battalion on its way to clean up this mess. How do you plan on keeping what we did here a secret?
I'm delighted to say that Burke did most of the damage control for us. After requesting a profile search on you, he never explained why he needed it. I believe he wanted to keep control of you to himself. Since that time, we've been monitoring all incoming and outgoing communications, and the lockdown allowed me to discreetly install a tunneler, rerouting the base's network traffic. By the time Bell Tower realizes something is wrong, it'll already be too late.
They're still probably gonna purge the
prisoners. Burke is still in command. Technically, orders continue to be issued in his name, but I'm the one making the calls. I've also taken the liberty of cordoning off this sector of the base. For the moment, at least, we're safe.
Yeah, probably would have made it easier on you if I killed him, wouldn't it have?
Like I said before, you haven't made things easier for us. But they haven't forgotten that small detail. For now, Buck remains contained. Once you're off the base, I'll find a more permanent solution.
Why don't you just walk in there and shoot him in the head while he's knocked unconscious?
Keitner said she had been approached by an agent from Interpol. It was you, wasn't it?
Very astute. When I learned of Commander Keitner's suspicions and insubordinate behavior towards Burke, I saw an opportunity. Pretending to be an agent of Interpol seemed the best way to gain her trust.
You mean you lied? So who do you work for?
A loose network of independent operatives, agents of conversion and equilibrium, who seek to expose corruption and assure humanity's natural progress. In truth, we are not affiliated with any global organization. But then, neither is our enemy, officially.
Your enemy? You're not just talking about Bell Tower anymore, are you? You're talking about...
the triangles.
Men and women who pull Bell Tower strings. The same men and women who ordered them to kidnap Megan Reed.
The assassins to the Illuminati's Templars. Something tells me that they're the guys Jensen starts working for to try and take down the Illuminati and Mankind Divided. I guess we'll find out this month, won't we? Or last month? When am I going to upload this?
But what I do know is that earlier today, Burke issued orders to have a large group of detainees transferred off this base. Supposedly, they will be assisting at another black site facility.
Kavanaugh said this was just the factory floor. You're sure Megan is at this other facility?
Nothing is ever certain in life, Mr. Jensen. But it is the best chance you have. Unfortunately, the cargo ship carrying the prisoners has already set sail. But I took the liberty to send out an urgent dispatch in Burke's name, ordering the ship's captain to hold position until one more detainee could be flown on board. In stasis. A helicopter is en route to pick you up.
Wait a second. You want me to get inside another stasis pod? Last time I got in one of those things, it didn't go so well.
I know it's far from ideal, but frankly, your options are quite limited. Although, I suppose you could try swimming there.
Better be the right fucking boat this time. Because I don't feel like coming back here anytime soon.
Don't worry, man. It'll be grand. Besides, I thought you Americans liked riding off into the sunset.
So yeah, you can kind of tell that the Russian accent was a little bit forced, right? So in the actual DLC, like when you in the original game where it was like pick this option to play this DLC out of a drop-down menu, that's where it ended. It was like, you like riding out into the sunset, don't ya? And then the end, kick you back to the menu, hit credits, blah blah blah. But in this, being part of the main game, we have a chance to collect our inventory. Everything we had before starting this DLC. Thank you very much. And all of our old praxis points. I forget what I had, but I suppose that doesn't matter very much. I already re-got everything that, you know, that are kind of my go-to. Upgrades. Like, I never use those. This literally does nothing. This one's pretty good. Yeah, I literally have every upgrade that matters in terms of a non-lethal playstyle. So, that's the missing link. I guess if we wanted to, we could go around and explore throughout the entire area, but again, like, this little part wasn't originally in the game, because originally this was just a self-contained thing, but we go ahead and press this button, and we're pretty much locked back into the main game. Although it is advantageous that this got rolled into the main campaign, because you ended up getting so many other upgrade points. Like, you would just be going, like, you would instantly go from China to the next place we're gonna go, but now it's like you have so many extra level ups than you had originally. But anyway, gonna go ahead and call it off there, and we will pick back up on the main story pretty much coming up near the end of the game anyway. So I will see you guys next time.
It's done. Exactly as you instructed.
And yet you sound disappointed. You think we should have handled this differently?
I think we had a valuable asset in our hands, and we're letting him slip away. He could have been very useful in the coming storm.
A hand does not need to be clenched tightly to maintain its hold on someone. Jensen carries too much baggage right now. His obsession with Reed only serves to distract him.
We could have told him the truth.
He must discover it by himself. And when he does, if you have followed my instructions precisely, you will...
Yeah, pretty sure this is a tie-in
Assuming.
to Mankind Divided, how he ends up working for who he works for to take on the Illuminati. But anyway, back to the main game.